You're the first person they call when trouble strikes. You are the harbor, the shield that never breaks, always standing strong for everyone around you. But when the night falls and the world goes quiet, in that deep silence, you feel like a deserted island floating alone in a vast ocean. This isn't selfishness. This is the quiet, desperate cry for help from an exhausted hero who has given everything until there is nothing left to give. Why do those who are the strongest pillars for others often feel the most alone? Why do you feel so empty despite being so needed? The paradox of strength is that the more you carry for others, the less people realize that you have a heavy burden of your own. You have become so good at being the strong one that the world has forgotten you are also a human being who needs comfort. Who takes care of the one who takes care of everyone else? When your own walls start to crumble, whose shoulder can you lean on? Tonight, we explore the exhausted hero syndrome, a psychological journey into why your kindness has become a prison of silent isolation and profound fatigue. It is a heavy weight to be the one who never breaks, but even the strongest steel can fracture under the pressure of constant sacrifice. Being the emotional anchor for everyone else often means drifting away from your own needs, leaving you stranded in a sea of your own making. If you recognize yourself in this description, know that your exhaustion is valid. You aren't failing, you are simply human and deeply, deeply tired. To understand this, we must look back at where it all began. Psychology suggests this savior complex is often rooted in our earliest connections. According to attachment theory, developed by John Bowlby, our childhood bonds set the blueprint for how we interact with the world as adults. Maybe you were the child who learned that love was something you had to earn. You became the helper to feel seen and valued. This is called anxious or disorganized attachment. When caregivers are inconsistent, children often take on the role of the perfect caretaker to survive. You learned early on that being useful was the only way to ensure you wouldn't be abandoned. Your value became tied to your service. If this resonates with you, please listen carefully. You are not broken. You are just operating on a survival mechanism that is now outdated. The hero persona was a shield you built to protect your inner child from the pain of not being enough just as you are. Like a hedgehog, you've developed a tough exterior of competence and strength, but it's only to guard the soft, vulnerable parts of your soul. Understanding these roots is the first step to healing. You were taught that your needs didn't matter, but that was never the truth. Your worth is inherent. It was there before you helped your first friend, and it remains there even when you can't help anyone at all. We carry these patterns into adulthood, becoming the go-to person for everyone, but at the cost of our own emotional and physical health. You have become a professional at ignoring your own thirst while you carry water for everyone else in the desert of life. But even the most reliable machine wears down without maintenance. Your spirit is signaling that it is time for a change in perspective. That child inside you is still waiting for someone to tell them it's okay to stop working so hard for a love that should be free. It is time to rewrite the script. It is time to learn that you are allowed to be more than just a pillar of strength. When personal boundaries are blurred, you stop being a human being and start being treated like a natural resource for others to tap. Imagine a house without doors. Anyone can enter, stay as long as they want, and take whatever they need without ever asking for permission. This lack of boundaries leads to a state of constant depletion. You are always on, always available, and always exhausted by the demands of others. You say yes when your body is screaming no. You fear that one no will make you lose your place in their hearts. This is the high price of self-sacrifice. You are slowly eroding your own identity to fill the gaps in everyone else's lives. You feel lonely because no one truly sees you. They only see the function you serve, the problem you solve, or the fire you extinguish. In psychology, this is known as compassion fatigue. You've absorbed so much of the world's pain that you've become numb to your own. The loneliest feeling is being surrounded by people who claim to love you, but having to wear a mask of stability just to feel safe. You carry the scars of battles that weren't yours to fight. Your kindness has become a weight that is pulling you under the waves. Your internal battery is at zero, yet you are still trying to charge everyone else's devices. This is a path to total burnout. You are the bridge everyone crosses, but nobody stops to see if the bridge itself is about to collapse under the immense pressure. The silence you keep to protect others is the very thing that is isolating you. You've built a wall of strength that keeps love out. Compassion fatigue isn't just being tired, it's the loss of the ability to feel, to care, and to connect with your own humanity. You are afraid that if you stop being the hero, you will be nothing. But you were someone long before you became a savior. It's time to realize that your self-worth is not a currency you have to spend on others to be allowed to exist in this world. Healing begins with the realization that change is possible. There is a way out of this cycle of exhaustion through intentional self-care. Dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, offers powerful tools. It starts with mindfulness, the simple act of noticing your own feelings without judging them. Close your eyes and breathe. For the first time in a long time, let the world wait. Your only job right now is to exist. When someone asks for your help, use the stop, observe, respond technique. Pause before you say yes. Observe how your body feels. Is your heart racing? Are your shoulders tense? That is your body telling you it's at capacity. It is okay to say no today. Setting boundaries isn't about pushing people away. It's about building a fence so your garden can grow without being trampled by every passerby. Learn to sit with the guilt of saying no. That guilt is just an old habit trying to convince you that you're being unkind. Remember the golden rule of healing. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you don't fill yourself first, you have nothing for anyone. Self-compassion is the antidote to the exhausted hero syndrome. It means treating yourself with the same kindness you give to your best friend. Forgive yourself for not being able to save everyone. You were never meant to carry the weight of the entire world on your shoulders. Digital detox and scheduled me time are not luxuries. They are essential survival tools for someone who gives as much as you do. Practice radical acceptance. Accept that you have limits. Accept that you are allowed to be tired. Accept that you deserve help too. Your value is not tied to your productivity or your usefulness. You are worthy simply because you are here, breathing and being. Start small. Ask for one small thing today. Let someone else hold the door. Let someone else pick the place for dinner tonight. Every no to others is a yes to yourself. It is a yes to your health, your peace, and your long-term ability to love. You are learning to be your own hero. You are rescuing yourself from the burnout that threatened to extinguish your beautiful light. The path to balance is not a straight line, but every step you take toward yourself is a step toward a healthier, happier life. You are rediscovering the joy of things that have nothing to do with helping others. You are finding your own passions again. Creativity is a form of self-care. It allows you to process the emotions you've been suppressing while you were busy taking care of others. Let the ocean carry away the burdens you no longer need to hold. You are light, you are free, and you are finally home. Being enough doesn't mean doing everything. It means being whole within yourself, even when you are doing absolutely nothing at all. You have spent a lifetime being a lighthouse for others. Now it is time to let that light shine inward to heal your own soul. Healing is not a destination, but a daily practice of choosing yourself over and over again until it becomes your natural state of being. The journey from an exhausted hero to a self empowered individual is a journey of ultimate courage. It is the courage to be vulnerable. It takes more strength to admit you are tired than to keep pretending you are fine. It takes bravery to ask for the help you need. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be hugged. You deserve to be loved without having to trade your service for it. Your value is not a performance. It is not a list of chores. Your value is your essence, your laughter, and your unique presence in this world. Tonight, let the hero rest. Let the savior take a holiday. Let the person who does everything finally just be for a while. You have done enough. You have given enough. You are enough. It is okay to close the door and take care of your own heart. Be like the tree. Deepen your roots in self-love so that you can stand tall and give shade without losing yourself to the wind. You are a part of the universe that is learning how to love itself. That is the most heroic thing you could ever do. Today, be your own hero first. Protect your peace, honor your limits, and treat your soul with the tenderness it has always deserved. Thank you for having the courage to listen to your own soul today. May you find the rest in the love that you so freely give others. Until next time, remember that the world needs the real you, not just the you that does everything. Be kind to yourself. Goodbye.